Tony's is a chocolate company from the Netherlands famous for their colorful packaging and slave-free chocolate. But how did this chocolate company actually start out? Well, in 2003, the Dutch journalist Teun van de Keuken shockingly found out that child slavery is very common on cocoa farms in West Africa. Teun decided to approach Nestle with evidence of slavery and ask them to change, but they didn't. So instead, Teun created the first Tony's bar on the 29th of November 2005, which was completely fair trade and 100% slave-free. Now Tony's Chocolonely has inspired many other chocolate companies, such as Milka, to become fair trade, and in 2008, the Chocolonely Foundation was founded to support African cocoa farming communities and fight against child labor all around the world. Tony's expanded from the Netherlands all the way to the US of A, but their performance, however, was not as successful as in Europe. This could be because of how much more fragmented America is, but also because there are just that many more competitors that are focused on the ethics behind chocolate production. The dilemma Tony currently faces is, should Tony Chocolonely keep using their Dutch marketing strategy when expanding to the US, or should they adapt their marketing strategy to the US market? Using Hofstede's cultural dimensions, we can see that one of the main differences between Dutch culture and American culture is based on the dimension masculinity. The Netherlands scores relatively low on this dimension, meaning they're more feminine, which means their dominant values are caring for others and overall quality of life. The USA scores relatively high, meaning that the society is driven mainly by competition and achievement. Other differences can be seen in the scores on long-term orientation. The Netherlands scores relatively high, which means that their culture is more pragmatic, while the USA scores relatively low, making it more of a normative society. Tony's uses one marketing strategy in every country they're situated in. This is called their roadmap and puts together their impact and commercial strategies. It consists of 3 pillars: creating awareness, leading by example, and inspiring to act. But having only one marketing strategy may not be suitable. Using Trompenaar's cultural dimensions and in particular specific versus diffuse, Tony's marketing department is on the diffuse side of the skill, preferring face-to-face communication and not engaging a lot with social media. As mentioned earlier, one dilemma Tony's is currently facing is in the specific versus diffuse dimension. On one hand, face-to-face contact is extremely important in the Netherlands. On the other hand, they need to work with new digital media to appeal and engage with American customers. To reconcile dilemmas, we must recognize, respect, reconcile, realize, and root by implementing reconciling actions. If Tony Chocolonely ignores their face-to-face marketing strategy, they will not be able to stand out from the crowd, tell their story, or gain serious friends as effectively. However, if they do not take into account American values, customers will lose interest as they won't be able to engage with the brand in a digital way, especially when they cannot visit one of their face-to-face events. To reconcile these cultural differences in their marketing strategy, we must innovate and combine the best values of each culture. Therefore, they must include the uniqueness of Tony's mission and their value of speaking with customers face-to-face, while also adopting American values such as individualism and a strong digital presence. Doing this, Tony can achieve the best of both worlds. A digital presence can make customer aware of face-to-face events while also sharing information about the company's mission and encouraging customer engagement. Face-to-face events allow customers to learn more about the company and connect with them, creating deeper customer engagement. What Tony's can do is have a look at other successful United States chocolate brands such as Hershey's. Hershey's applies a micro-marketing concept, which means that they market products to small target audiences, changing its products to what the customer wants. They also do holiday marketing, which focuses on having themes during holiday. Tony's is doing both of these things. However, something that they're not doing is having a large online presence. Hershey's has over 8 million Facebook followers, while Tony's only has around 100,000. Tony should really look at their competitors and try and find a solution to overcoming their social media struggle. Marketing departments from the United States and the Netherlands should meet, discuss, and start working together, since 2 heads are better than 1. The teams should decide on goals and mini deadlines for each other as well as for themselves. In this case, it will be very important for them to do research on their competitors. The next step would be investing in having a larger online presence, collecting fans along the way that support their mission on platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. To increase their online presence, Tony's should post a lot more of their delicious and slave-free chocolate, expand the content with some fun recipes even. Furthermore, Tony can start having more interaction with their social media audience by having online challenges, giveaways, and competitions. During a time when most of us are on social media, even more because of the corona lockdowns, Tonys can ensure their success in the US by locking everyone into their social media sites.